Hello. Hello. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. If you're watching this on the replay, please say hashtag replay. That would be lovely. And yes, we are going to be doing a little talk tonight and then doing some free readings. So if you're not on here live, then don't worry. Some of them will resonate with you. They always do when we're in watching. If you're on here watching it, it's for a reason. So yes, I have a couple things I wanted to chat about first. Some info, some little reminders, and then we'll do some free readings in a minute. So if you're on here, please say hi so I know I can see comments. Also, tell me where you're watching from, because it's always fun to know where everybody's watching from. So, so a couple of the things that I wanted to bring up tonight were things that I channeled earlier today, and they've sort of been themes coming up in my life. So they're probably coming up in other people's lives as well. And if you're here, probably you. But one of the biggest things that I wanted to talk to you guys is about setting strong intentions. Hey, Jennifer. How are you, Jen? Long time no see. Thanks for commenting. Yay, I can see comments. So, setting strong intentions, and this can really be about anything that's important to you and you want in your life. We need to remember to, oh good, I'm glad you're doing well. So, well, let me take a little step back from there. There's a lot of stuff coming up in people's lives right now, sort of like challenges, things that are shaking up people's lives. So if you are one of those people that's happening to, this is your little reminder to try to remember every day to wake up and be grateful and be loving. Now, this is for yourself. You really need to do it for yourself, but also for the other people in your lives, even the ones that might be shaking it up. That doesn't mean that you have to like hang out with them and be best friends or anything and see them all the time. But if they're bringing something up that's challenging in your life, it's for you to learn something. So take it with a grain of salt. Thank them for their part in your life, in your growing, and try to learn to be grateful. And you can send them love. You don't have to, you can do it in your head. You don't have to like thank them in person, especially if it's something that's difficult and maybe you don't want to be around them. So, but that's just a little reminder. And also healing is a lot about intention. So if you want to heal something, like I've been having these crazy neck aches and headaches. So I've sort of put an intention out there into the universe to help me to heal those for myself, as well as have things come into my life that will help me heal them. And I've been talking to a friend, which was like, oh, well, maybe you should get out and move your body some more or do a yoga class. And guess what? That's exactly what I needed to hear. So I put that intention out, and that little reminder came back to me in the form of one of my friends. So it's just a reminder that, and it doesn't have to be physical healing like mine. It could be something really hard is going on with you, you're hurt, you're frustrated, you're annoyed, you're angry, whatever it is. Put a strong intention out there to help you see what you need to see about it so you can heal it and move on. So right now, especially with anything that's upheavaling our lives, we also want to remember, and this is just generally in life, but especially when those hard things are coming up, a reminder to try to love yourself through it. You know, even if you make mistakes, it's happening the way it's meant to happen. Be grateful for the things that you do have in your life, because there's always something to be grateful for if you just look for it. Also, to try to be in a state of surrender. So we can't control the things that are going on in our life. There's certain things you can control and there's certain things you can't. So if you can't control it, we need to just surrender. And we're there for the ride. You know, we're there to learn the lesson that we need to learn. Try to be grateful through it and feel the emotions and give yourself some love. And then just let things unfold, and you kind of want to just live in a flow state where you're just going with the flow, basically, because if we're fighting it and trying to swim upstream, we're going to be miserable. There's just going to be suffering involved, so that's no fun. So lastly, talking about intention setting. When you drink your water, hopefully you're drinking water. If you're not, this is your reminder to drink more water. But hopefully when you're drinking water or tea or whatever you're drinking, put an intention on it. And it's amazing how if you trust it and you believe it, how it actually makes you feel better. So the other day I had a headache and I put and a neck ache, and I put an intention on the water that I'm going to drink this and I'm going to feel better. Please help me feel better. I'm asking the water. You know, it's there to serve us. So, and it worked. It was amazing. The headache came back and I did it again, but with the next glass of water, I ended up taking ibuprofen eventually, but it actually helped for a little while. Also, if you're not doing that with your food, it's really important to intentionally be grateful for the food that we're eating, whether you're a vegetarian, you eat meat, whatever it is. Be thankful. I usually just thank it for its nourishment, for its part, for the people that were involved at getting it to me, to my table. You know, there's all those people that get it to the grocery store and the grocery store workers, but just putting it out there in the world and just that little bit of positive energy makes such a difference. And it also helps your body when you're digesting the food. I know it sounds, for those of you that don't know a lot about energy healing, it sounds like, does that really work? Well, whether you think it works or not, just do it and you'll see. You're actually going to start to feel better. So, although you kind of have to believe it, like sometimes if you don't think things are real, then they're not going to be real for you. So, all right. Thank you so much for being here. What has been coming up for you guys this week? I'm just curious. I've just been really strong in the intention setting, and that we create our life and the things around us, our thoughts. Not all our thoughts. Sometimes you just get random thoughts and you're like, oh, yep, there's one of those that isn't serving me anymore. And you let it go. But generally we can create our own reality. So you can choose the thoughts that you want to keep and that are serving you and the ones that are not. So if it's a limiting belief, just tell it goodbye. Say, you know, in the past, this may have served me at one point, or for whatever reason, it was brought up into my life and I've learned that lesson and I don't need you anymore. So, yeah. So who would like a reading? Who would like me to pull a card for you? Hey, Debbie. And also say hello if you haven't said hello yet so I can see who's on here with me. Uh-oh, I dropped a card. So that one must be for the group. I usually pull a card for the group at the beginning, but it decided to jump out, as it often does. Okay, so this card is Forge, Don't Follow, Pave a new path. Be the leader that you wish you had. This is a beautiful card. So you see that really, that woman or that figure there in the forefront of the card, and she just looks like she's looking off into the universe. There's like a whole world out there. That's interesting. So when I look at it more directly, I see almost like outer space here, but then above it, you see this whole world growing out of it. So this is our theme for tonight, guys. We need to forge, don't follow. So we need to set our intentions and create our own lives and not just follow, oh, this is what I should be doing, or that's what I should be doing because that's what people in the past have done, or that's what my mom told me I needed to do, or my boss, or this person, or that person, somebody influential in your life has taught you, one of your teachers growing up. It's time to forge and not follow. Pave your own path. Be the leader that you wish you had. That's beautiful. All right, let's get on that. I'm here with you guys. We're gonna do it. We're gonna be the leaders that we wish we had. All right. Okay, Jennifer wants a reading. Valerie would love a reading. Nikki says yes. And Debbie says yes. I'm gonna write them down because you guys know how the comments get weird and then I can't scroll back up and see them as easily, so. Okay, so we have Debbie. And then, see, it's already doing weird things. Okay, Debbie, Stephanie, did you want to, okay, Stephanie says yes. But so we're going to go Debbie, Nikki, and there's another Nikki on here last week, and I was like, I thought it was you, Nikki, but she has like 3 names, like, and you have 2. So I was like, oh, hey, and then she's like, yeah, I'm new, and I was like, oh, sorry, I realized after I looked at it for a minute. So then we have Valerie, then we have Jennifer, and I said, well, welcome to the group. I thought you were one of my other friend Nikki's, one of my other Nikki friends. Oh my goodness. And then Stephanie. Okay, so we have Debbie, Nikki, Valerie, Jennifer, and Stephanie so far. If anyone else, yeah, I know, right? If anybody else wants a reading and you haven't commented yet, go ahead and just let me know and I will pull you a card. So this one is for Debbie. Debbie. Okay, Debbie. This one is Earthed. Learning how to be human in a world, but not of it. So this card is, I feel like, a very profound message or card. So basically what this means is that we are meant to actually, live in this world. Some people want to just be spiritual and in their la la land all the time. But we are actually meant to live here in this world and participate with other people and go through and be there and support other people and ourselves and grow through the experience. But at the same time, we don't want to let like some of the things take over our lives. You don't want to get overly involved with a lot of the stories and, oh, I have to go convince these people of something, or I have to go do this, or I have to, don't get involved in all those stories or I have to change the world and end the war over between, Russia and the Ukraine. They're there for us to see and for us to learn from, but they're not meant for us to get so caught up in them and so involved and intertangled that it's affecting you negatively. It's just meant to wake something up in you, show you something so you can learn the lesson. So live in the world, but not be of it. So for instance, close your eyes. Let's send a big loving prayer over to the people in the Ukraine and even the Russian soldiers that are having to do the things that they're having to do, which are horrible. All of any of those people, let's just send them love, because that's what we can do. But let's not get so upset and stuck in it that we aren't able to function in our own lives, because we're not meant to take on their journey. We're just meant to send them love and to be aware of it, but not get stuck in it, if that makes any sense. So, and this could be things in your life too. I mean, it could be somebody's coming at you and telling you that you need to do this or you need to do that, and don't get caught in those stories. Don't get caught in other people's stories, because you need to live your own life on the earth, but at the same time, you don't have to get so caught up in it that we can't function and be happy and live our lives the best we can. Okay, that was for Debbie. I hope that resonates, Debbie. And I feel like I went in a little deep with that one, but I think it needed to happen or I wouldn't have done it. Okay, so Nikki is next. Nikki, deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. All right, I'm going to look into this card and get an intuitive. So I look at the figure in this card, and it's like there's something wrapping around her, and there's a lot of light. But I also see, it almost looks like hands cupping around her, but they actually look a little bit more like feathers. But it's showing me that right now you need to sort of come inward, and there's a lot going on in your life on a physical and emotional level. So it's okay to take a little time to hold yourself and give yourself some self-love. Do some things that you love. Go out for walks, do a bath, go get your nails done, whatever makes you happy. Maybe it's going out and getting coffee with a friend, a tea with a friend. Maybe it's visiting a friend, going out to lunch with a friend. Who knows? Whatever your thing is, it's telling you to go in and give yourself a space to heal and to be okay. Feel everything, notice it, don't hold on to it, but try to learn whatever you're meant to learn about it, and then just let it keep going and moving. And during this process, it's okay to rest. It's okay to do things that are just for you, because right now you need that. It's an important time of emotional and physical healing for you. So I think that also goes along with the drinking water. Water helps everything, by the way. If you're not feeling good for any reason, drink water. All right. Who is next? Valerie is next. Also, I would say go out and get a Reiki session. Um, energy healing would be helpful too, actually, in that card, in that situation. That would be another thing you could do for yourself, or any kind of energy healing. I know Rachel offers it. I offer it. So whoever's available, we can do distance Reiki, or if you know somebody local, then you could go to them. But that is another wonderful way to help you with those physical and emotional healing. Okay, so this one is for Valerie. Valerie got called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. You got a good one last week too, as I recall. So you can see this figure is sort of walking down this hallway to this huge doorway that sort of leads out into the beautiful stars in the universe. And so something's coming up in your life that it's time. It's time for you to step into those gifts. Let's do some journaling. I feel some journaling in your future. Maybe we need to do some more. I have a soul. We're going to be doing the soul readings again in our creative energy workshop on May 1st. So if you have interest in that, that would be a good thing to do. But yeah, soul gifts and training. So you're meant to just do a little exploration into your soul gifts, and says it's time to step up. You know what that means, right? I think you do know what that means, because it's very personal to you. So whatever you're meant to step up in right now, whether it has to do with the people in your lives, somebody in your family, perhaps, and it could be just with yourself. It's time for you to step out and share your gifts with others, whatever that is. Helping somebody carry their groceries, an old person carry their groceries to the car. Maybe it's just listening to a friend that needs a kind listening ear. Or maybe that's something more supernatural. Maybe your some of your gifts are starting to, well, we already know you have gifts, but we all have gifts. But maybe some are showing up more than others right now. So now I'm picking a card for Jennifer, or Jen. Oh my gosh, we got Earthed again. Okay, so we just talked about this one a minute ago. And this is learning how to be human in the world, but not being of it. So yes, reminder, this is for you to not get too wrapped up in all the like stories and all the difficult things going on in the world right now, or even just in your general little life around you. It has to do with both of those, that you're meant to come and participate and be part of it, but you're not meant to take it on and feel it so and make it weigh on you so much. You're meant to just learn some lessons from it and live it and then let it go. Whatever the issues are, send them love. Live them, learn the lessons, and move on. Don't let things weigh you down. That is not why we're here. We're here to learn and not necessarily cause ourselves a bunch of suffering. Sometimes there is suffering in our life, but it's there to show you something so that you can learn. I'm a unicorn and mobile. It took me a minute to like pick up what that was like. What is she talking about? I'm a little slow on the uptake. That's funny. Well, there's all of us, a bunch of us could do distance healing if you ever want a Reiki session or access bars or IET. Integrative energy therapy is another energy healing modality where we use, we channel the angel energy. So that's pretty cool too. And they all help with emotional and physical healing. Okay, so Jennifer. Oh, good. Yay. I love that. That is such good feedback. I'm glad that that meant something to you. I thought it was interesting that it popped up again, but that happens sometimes. It's so funny. So you needed to hear that. Okay, so this is interesting. This one's for Stephanie. And is there anybody else that wants a reading? Anyone new on here? Okay, so we got this one at the beginning, Stephanie. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. So I'm going to feel into this card for you in particular. So yes, you're not meant to stay in like the straight and narrow, all the places that people say, oh, well, we should do it this way. We should do this. We should do that. You are meant to find some new paths, some new ways to do some things. That could be for yourself. That could be for other people. But whatever it is, you are paving new pathways and being the leader that you wish that you had. So you are meant to do this for yourself, for others. You'll have to let me know what comes up. And actually, everybody that's in here, we're all working on that one. But Stephanie, that's the one you got. So it definitely, it's talking to you, my friend. That one is for you. Okay. So now we have Laura. Yay. Hey, Laura. Okay, you're next. Glad that you made it. All right. You got, ooh, the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. I'm going to look into this card too to feel it for you and see if I get any extra good information for you. So this water is beautiful. I just want to dive right into it. It's a mixture of water and like the stars. How perfect is that? But yeah, so you are able to see things more clearly now. Like you see how beautiful and clear this water is. And it is time for you to bring things that are in the subconscious to the light. So maybe there's some things, and this is really meant for yourself. You're not meant to like go out there and show other people things. And if you are, it's sort of a side effect of you being yourself. It's not like you're just going out. We're not meant to go out and try to change other people. We're really meant to grow and look inward to ourselves. So these unconscious things, I say subconscious, but similar, unconscious things. So maybe there's some limiting beliefs that are going on there in your life. Things that you're realizing aren't serving you anymore. They're not helping you anymore. It's time to notice these things and to let go of them. Notice them, feel all the feels about them. Send them some love if it's not serving you, and so that you can move on, and then you'll be on to better, higher things for yourself that probably better than you thought that you would see in your life. So, seeing potential, bringing the unconscious to light. So, yeah, so by seeing these unconscious things and being able to get rid of things that don't serve you anymore, you're going to be able to see some potential, some better things coming into your life. Hey, Rachel! Yes, you are up next for a reading, my friend. All right, let's see. Let's see what Rachel's going to get. And if there's anyone on here that hasn't already said they wanted a reading, go ahead and... Oh, okay, wait, Liz is here. She wants one. In fact, she was before you, Rachel. All right, well, I said I was going to do Rachel, so I'll do Rachel, and then I'll do Liz. Rachel, the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So yes, I was talking about this in the beginning, that there's a lot of stuff coming up in our lives, upheaval, things being brought to the surface, whether it could be with our jobs, our relationships, our families, our friendships, anything in your life. Right now, there's definitely some Mars energy. And the great severing makes it sound like it's time to either soften it with love, or we're going to be like, see you later. I need to set up some boundaries, and maybe that means that some things are going to be leaving your life. I don't know. And that it could be those limiting beliefs. It could be, it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical thing in your life, but it could be. You know what's coming up for you. So just be ready for that, girl. And just know that you want to, whatever it is, you want to be giving yourself love through it, because as you know, it will bring in, when we take something out of our lives, it's just making room for something better to come in our lives. So whether, you know, something's physically leaving your life, or it's feelings or thoughts that are leaving your life, or being integrated so that you can move on and go up to the next level. You got this, girl. You got it. So send yourself a lot of love through the process, and do all the things. Do all the things that you need. Maybe we need to do a trade. Maybe we need to do some energy healing trades. I don't know. Whatever it is, you need to treat yourself. Do some things for yourself. I hope that helps. So next I'm going to do Rose. All right. Anybody else want a reading? She's cackling. I can hear it. I can hear it in my head when you said that. Oh my gosh, we totally need a bars trade. That is so true. We need it. All right. I might have to come on a Monday, because my birthday is this weekend, so I'm not going to be there Sunday. So let me know. All right. This card, I remember. This is for you, Liz. I remember. Soul plan, the fated versus the destined life. This is a good one. So you can see her looking down into this this water that kind of looks like the universe. And something's coming up in your life, something that you're remembering, possibly from this lifetime, or maybe something's coming in from your soul, from what you are meant here for, because it talks about your soul plan. And You are meant to this reminds me of the beginning where we talked about intentions. Think about the things that you want to bring in your life for your highest good, and let's make some intentions and let's allow those things in because something is wanting to come in for you. There is a soul plan that maybe you have forgotten about, or maybe you remember and you just haven't been looking at it lately, but there's something that wants to be seen and you're meant for. It's destined for you and you're destined for it. So you need to look into that water and figure out, what is it? What is your soul telling you? What is it yearning for? And you need to put those intentions out there and claim it. You are so welcome. Thank you for the happy birthdays. I appreciate it. I know it's coming up. And that reminds me, so Danae is going to be out at Lotus in the Light on Sunday. This Sunday, she has mini sessions. She has a lot of fun stuff planned. Who knows? I might end up out there getting a treatment. I don't know. When I was reading about her events, I was like, ooh, that sounds fun. I know she's doing like some guided meditation, some healings. I think there's some aromatherapy. Maybe you're going and you're making your own aromatherapy combos, and then you get to take it home with you. But that sounds fun. So I don't know. I'm still not sure. I haven't really made plans for my birthday because I've decided I just want to totally leave it open. I want to leave it completely open, and so then I can do whatever I want. And maybe that's nothing. Maybe that's sitting at home and just Netflix and chilling. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So, okay, yay, Luz. All right, I hope everybody enjoyed your readings. If anybody has, I'll pull one more card. There's something. See, there's like a sparkle in my hair. I don't know. Maybe that's just gray. Am I showing you guys my gray hair? You have a gray sparkle. Sorry. I digress. Okay, so I'll pull one more card for the group. And if anybody hasn't had a reading yet, let me know. And I will still pull a card if I see it before I finish the last card. But yes, I hope everybody's drinking water, putting some intentions out to the world. Because right now we're meant to put strong intentions out. And I always like to put for my highest good or something better at the end of it. Because sometimes we think that this is what we want, but sometimes something better is meant to come in. So it's always good to put that at the end of your highest intention. Ooh. Cracked open. Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy. We were talking at the beginning. You have a lot of gray. Gary did too. Oh, Gary did it. Yes, it's all his fault. Yeah, I don't know. Probably my kids. I don't know. I have some peppered in there. But yeah, so cracked open. This one reminds me of what I was talking about at the beginning, you guys, with things are being shaken up in our lives right now, and different things are coming at us. Things are coming up. And they're really there to look so that you can learn something, and they may not feel really good or comfortable in the moment, but it actually is helping us see things and move things out of our way so something better can come in. So as you can see, this figure is cracking open, but look at this beautiful light inside of her. So by cracking us open, it's actually letting out this beautiful light. And it's reminding us to, as I said in the beginning, this is so funny that we're ending with this one. You really just need to surrender to the alchemy. You need to surrender to what the universe, what is trying to be brought into your life to teach you the lesson that you need, because it's ultimately going to bring you to the next higher thing in your life that's coming, whatever that is. It's making way for some amazing things. And I've gotten that a lot this month in the information that I've received, that I've had friends receive, that the energy of this month is just crazy. It's been shaking things up. It's been stirring things up. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff clearing out of our life, but that's so that better things are going to come in towards the middle, I think, or the end of the year. So we got to make some room. Wisdom highlights. Oh, that's good, Nikki. Okay, we need to use that one, Jen. Do you like my wisdom highlights? Like, I have a nice array of wisdom highlights. That's hilarious. I love that, Nikki. Oh my goodness. All right. Thank you guys so much. Last chance. I think everybody got a reading that was in here. And thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me tonight, to be here, to experience this wonderful Tuesday night live. What do I have coming up? So I think I mentioned earlier, May 1st, I have a Creative Energy Awakening workshop, which you can do virtually or you can do it in person, where we create a soul story reading where it's through drawings and playing with color, and we all share in it and create a reading together as a group. It's a group reading. We did it 2 weeks ago, or was it 3 weeks ago? And we had so much fun. If you haven't gone over and seen the pictures, they're on my Creative Energy Awakening page. I will put a link to it in the comments so you can go check it out. I'll also put my website, because it also lists the calendar, because I'm trying to remember what else is coming up. I feel like there's something else that day. I think there might be an IET trade that day. And I'm always open to energy healing, Reiki, access bars if you want to release those limiting beliefs, or the IET, integrative energy therapy. They can be done in person. They can be done virtually. It all works. And then I also do readings. If anybody just wants their own reading, there's information about that on my website. So thank you guys so much for coming. I so appreciate it. It was so fun catching up with you all. And I will see you next Tuesday. Bye, guys.